Hey y'all, you are now tuning in to the Praying Single Mom podcast, where we love the Lord, we love to pray, and we even love a good slay child, okay? But we also love to get real, raw, uncut, and candid. No topic is off limits here, as we are not after religion, but we're after relationship with Christ. We are not after perfection, but we're after connection. So we'll touch on all topics, from why you need to get out of that relationship that is no longer serving you, to rejection, abandonment, grief, neglect, you name it. From how to be a better parent to how to better that spending habit, honey, because we know how we can get, okay? We let God use us like never before. I hope you know that you're safe here. You can cry here. You can laugh here. Whatever floats your boat and keeps you afloat, okay? I'm your host, Lekeshia Cody. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Praying Single Mom podcast. Listen, I know I've been hitting you guys with a lot of relationship talks lately, and it's probably because we are in cuffing season, right? It's cuffing season. Everybody wants a boo. Either you got a boo, and things may be going well in your relationship, but then you have those people who are in situationships, they're in toxic relationships. Some people have been in long-term relationships and they don't quite know how to get out of them. Or you have some people that are trying to get over a toxic relationship, or a relationship that was just no longer good for them or serving them. And I am here. I don't know, guys. Y'all know how I am. If I'm led to do something, I'm definitely going to do it. And so I'm like, okay, God, you got me talking about relationships, so let's do it, right? Today I want to talk to you guys about no contact, right? Let's get into it, y'all. So when we think about no contact, this usually comes after you have broken up with someone. You decided to no longer be with them. You decided that the relationship is no longer serving you for whatever reason, right? I will say going no contact with your ex, or even if y'all was not in a real relationship, it can help you in healthy ways. No contact is different from ghosting. When you ghost someone, you don't make your intentions clear. You don't communicate with them. You just block them for whatever reason, and you don't even let them know why. They have no idea. With the no contact, it's okay to let them know, hey, listen, we are not going anywhere. Or even if they broke it off with you, it's okay to go ahead and establish that no contact, right? Whether you just parted ways, whether it was a quick fling, whether it was something that you've been in a long-term relationship, dealing with a breakup, for one, is crushing. It feels like you're heartbroken. It feels you have complicated feelings of grief. Yes, I said grief because you're grieving what the relationship was, what it could have been. You're grieving how much time you spent with that person, whether it was over the phone, whether you guys went places on dates, whether you spent a lot of time together. You're grieving, right? It could be also feelings of relief that you are out of that situation, that you are no longer in something that is unhealthy for you. You could also experience anger. You can experience regret. There are up and down emotions, whether you like, I don't want to listen to this song. This song reminds me of them. I don't want to go to this page. I don't want to go to this restaurant. I don't want to eat. All of these different type of up and down emotions. And this is why the no contact helps you. I don't want to say it helps you heal faster, but it is healthy. It's definitely healthy. So let's talk about it, right? And I do want to say this. It is not easy to go directly cold turkey and do this no contact thing with someone that you spent a ton of time with, because you started a routine with this person, whether it be you're used to talking to them on your way to work, you're used to talking to them while you're at work, texting them all throughout the day, talking to them after work before you go to bed, making jokes with them. This may have been your person, the person that you share everything with, your ups, your downs, your sad moments, your stupid moments, the person that you send your pictures to after you get your nails done, your hair done, all of these different type of things. And so now you're interrupting that routine, and anything that is interrupted is hard. Change is not always easy, guys. So I understand that this is a difficult process, right? However, is one of the best routes that you can take to heal your heart, because a lot of times you'll continue to be in contact with them and you'll wonder why you guys are always going in cycles. 1 minute you're like, I'm done with you. And then you're back communicating with them. And then you're in another cycle for it to just end again. But with the no contact, it helps you to heal your heart. It keeps things uncomplicated and it enables you to move forward, right? It enables you to move forward, right? And with this no contact thing, I'm also going to talk to you guys about resisting that temptation to reach back out to them, or even when they reach back out to you, how to stand on business. Because listen, sometimes, honey, when you put that no contact rule in place, baby, it causes them to go harder. I don't know what kind of men and women God have created, but when you block people, or when you say, I'm done, I don't want to contact you anymore, it makes them want to go harder, right? But no. So with the no contact, this entails cutting off all communications. That's right. I said all communications. Text messaging, phone calls, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever means you guys communicated before, and that email, girly, that email. Okay. So this no contact rule entails cutting off all communications with your ex following a breakup. This includes not engaging in those phone calls with them. Don't answer that no caller ID, because you already know who it is. It don't matter which ex it is calling, because listen, if they got to call you and it pops up as no caller ID, that means that for whatever reason, you don't want to talk to them. Okay. Texting, direct messaging them, even at work, if you guys used to work together, baby, no. Likes on social media, no. In-person meetups, no. Even I would say being on their page, what you following them for? Like, what's the purpose? Come on now. Like, how you gonna heal and you sitting up here creating a fake account to watch their stories, to watch their pages? What's the purpose of you doing that? Watching their comments, and even reaching out to your friends, asking your friends for updates on them, pictures, all of these different type of things. If you really want to get serious about your healing, you're really going to have to stand on business with this thing. You're definitely going to have to. And I know you'll think about them, because the no contact thing, I think maybe the first week is going to be extremely hard. And also sometimes it depends on how intimate you guys were. What did you share? Did they meet your family? All of these different type of things. Were your kids involved in their lives? There are so many different levels and aspects to this. So don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you that this is going to be easy. And it is extremely difficult when you have children together. If you have children together, then you're going to have to figure out a better way to communicate. Now, I've seen people have an app to where they only communicate with their ex about their children through that app. So you're definitely going to have to get creative with that. But you're going to think about them. So give yourself time to grieve it. Give yourself time to grieve the relationship, them. Give yourself time to miss them. That is normal. You're going to have times where you think about them, all of these different type of things, right? You definitely want to eliminate these innocent check-ins. I'm just checking on you to see how you're doing. I just want you to know that I apologize, yada yada yada. You know how our mind does when your mind wanders back to them in the relationship, and then you start having these confusing feelings, right? And then you reach back out to them, which could cause the both of you to be confused, and you're like, oh, let's talk, and then y'all try to work on something where you definitely should not be doing, right? So there are so many different benefits to going no contact, as it allows you more time to healthily process this loss of relationship. It helps you to mend your heart. It gives you the time to accept that the relationship is over. And once you heal properly, of course, you'll be open to date again. One thing I will say is don't rush into another relationship just to get over someone else. You definitely don't want to do that, guys, because you're going to end up hurting yourself and that other person. You don't want to use anyone as a placeholder. So do not do that, right? Do not do that. You want to spend this time taking care of you. Spend this time doing some self-care, tapping into your business, tapping into your relationship with God, reading your Bible, worshiping, praising, whatever it is, the things that sometimes in these toxic relationships, we lose ourselves and we stop doing what we know we're supposed to do. We stop doing what we're called to do off of the strength of being in something unhealthy. When you're in something unhealthy, what I've learned personally is that it seems like it has an effect on life around you in itself. You'll find yourself settling for toxicity in your life. You'll be doing things that you know that you have never done before or that you used to do, and you'll find yourself going backwards. You'll find yourself being in cycles and patterns, all of the strength of staying in something that you know is no longer serving you. So once you go through this no contact process, spend these 3 to 6 months getting to know who you are, and don't rush into anything, ladies. We got to learn how to heal and live with who we are, right? And so again, you want to resist the temptation of breaking that no contact because the feelings that you have towards your ex, the reason that you broke up, all of those different type of things does not mean that it's going to be easy to stop communicating with them, because they could have been the worst person to you. But during this no contact time, if you're not spending this time correctly, you'll end up reaching out to them for whatever reason. So say, for instance, if you do the no contact and you're just doing like all this drinking and going out, of course you're going to be in your feelings. Of course you're going to want to reach out to them, of course. But say, for instance, on the flip side, you find yourself in worship more. You find yourself listening to sermons more. You find yourself, reading your word or whatever it is. Of course, then you're going to begin to look back and say, God, I thank you. I'm better for this, right? If you continue to stay in contact with them, there is a possibility that the emotions that you have will continue to remain high in intensity, and it's going to cause you to do something that you should not be doing, which is going back, right? So you definitely want to resist that need to reach back out. If they reach out to you through whoever, I don't care if they reach out to you through Uncle Sam, come on. No, you got to let them know, listen, I am on a no contact for 3 months, 6 months, however long. And at the end of that no contact, it's totally up to you if you choose to get back, to be friends with them. A lot of times they'll say things like, can we just be friends? And the truth of the matter is, can you really be friends with them? Can y'all really be friends? Would you be okay with being their friend? And talking to them about potentially being in a relationship with someone else. And, you guys obviously had an attraction there. You guys obviously had a love there. So you got to be real with yourself and ask yourself, can I be friends with them? Deborah Cox made a song that said, we can't be friends because I'm still in love with you. Right. And so come on, we got to use wisdom. And so during this no contact time, you definitely want to find things, to keep you busy, right? You want to find things to keep you busy. Journal a little bit, whatever that looks like for you. Go work out, spend time with some healthy friends, talk to them about it, get therapy if you need to, if it was a really hard breakup for you. Dive into some new hobbies, begin to reinvest in yourself, right? Don't start mindlessly scrolling on Facebook through all of these breakup quotes and pages and get your algorithm all jacked up, causing you to feel sad in your emotions. And again, you want to fight that temptation to reach out. And so, like I said, if you decide to reestablish contact later, because I do understand that every breakup is different, right? Every breakup is different. I can't give you a number of months or how long it's going to take for you to get over them. But the good question to ask yourself is, do I still have feelings for them? And if the answer is yes, it may be too soon to contact them, right? In those instances, you may be looking to establish a connect so you can get back together and show them how good you're doing without them. Resist that urge to do that as well. Resist the urge to unblock them on social media so that they can see how good your life is. Just don't do it, right? Invest in yourself, and stand on business. So listen, I hope this episode helped you. If you know that this was beneficial to you, let me know. Reach out to me on Instagram, reach out to me on Facebook, whatever it is. Tag me in your stories and let me know how this episode blessed you.